Good morning. It is 7:30 on a Saturday and I am at 1:15 and going to Orange Theory this morning. I'm really excited, but I haven't been to Orange Theory in a long time, so I'm also a little bit nervous. Got my pump in my arm. And sometimes I see other diabetics in this class. It's happened twice. So hopefully we catch another diabetic in the wild today. So I'm at my parents' house today. They're not here. I'm here with my brother and my husband. They just went off to golf, and in the rush of getting them out the door for golf, my blood sugar spiked. So I have this workout in about 30 minutes. My blood sugar is 181 going up. I haven't done activity mode yet. What do? I think what I'm gonna do is put on my activity mode now. I gave myself a little bit of a correction when I started to see it going up, so I do have like a little bit of insulin on me. I'm scared to have too much insulin on me going into Orange Theory, especially if I start on the treadmill. So normally I would have started activity mode an hour ago, and now I'm just gonna do a 30-minute activity mode because my blood sugar is already kind of up there, and hopefully it's gonna even out in a second. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I hate when you have a plan and then the plan gets disrupted. So I'm going to set this. I have my activity mode on and just hope that in the next 30 minutes, this thing evens out and then comes down a little bit and then stays steady at like an ideal number during my workout. But whew, this was not how I wanted things to go this morning. Here, and I have to record this quick. My blood sugar is starting to even out, but we're at like 200 right now. We're at 201. It is starting to drop down. I don't like entering a workout at 201, but we do have 20 more minutes before the workout actually stops, so hopefully it drops down just a little bit more. I turned off activity mode because I saw it was still rising. I'm gonna turn it back on right before I start the workout because I do want to drop a little bit in this workout. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna push myself too hard knowing that my blood sugar is a little bit higher and I just might not feel great, and I don't want any like adrenaline or like crazy spikes due to like going all out, which is kind of annoying, but you know what? I'm happy to be back at Orange Theory, and maybe this is good for me because I don't think my body could handle like muscle wise also doing it this super intensely. So let's do it. Orange Theory class is over. Got myself a Starbucks. Less than impressed by my blood sugars in this class. Let's talk about it. So basically, my blood sugar right now, drum roll please, 200. 200, not where I want to be ending a class, and it sat at 200 the entire class. Now, I was very frustrated by this, considering I also gave myself a dose of insulin before I went in. I also did not have activity mode on. And I was getting really down. I was like, what is happening? My pump isn't leaking. What could possibly be happening? And I finished the class, I go to the bathroom, and I have my period. You know, that's why. That's what happened. So I was like, all right, we did a great class, very sweaty. I didn't go as hard as I normally would have gone in because I saw my sugar at 200 like the whole time, and I was like, let's be nice to my body. But now we have a reason. A little bit frustrating, but oh, we're already going back down. So this is fine. This is fine. And it's Saturday, so we have a whole day to hang out, relax. But actually first I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna shower, and then I have a facial. Back at my parents' house, that was a 10-minute drive tops. So we're about 20 minutes after I get my period. We're flowing in more ways than one, you know? Like, this feels so good. I just had a Perfect Bars. Perfect Bars are about 25 grams per bar. And then I'm also having this, which has like negligible carbs, but I usually just bolus like as if it had 5. And so I gave myself 30 carbs worth of insulin, just with my normal factor correction carb, insulin to carb ratio. And yeah, so I'm stalling now. I really just have to go take a shower so that I'm not late to this facial. We are showered and blood sugar is 143. going down, but it looks like it's kind of starting to even out. So hopefully we even out at that like perfect 110. Oh, how beautiful would that be? And I'm gonna go drive to the facial. Okay, I should go so I'm not late. I think during this entire facial, I'm just gonna be thinking about what I'm going to get for lunch. That felt so good. My blood sugar is a little bit low right now. It is 76. I do have low snacks in my purse, so I'm gonna have one of those and then wait in the car until my blood sugar comes up and then go get lunch. Okay, back in the car, I'm gonna eat 2 of these and wait for my blood sugar to come back up while listening to Taylor Swift and just jamming out, you know? We're at lunch and it's like a little vegan smoothie place, but they also have like gluten-free wraps and stuff. Hope that it is open, but worst case scenario, there's a Chipotle right across the street. So either way, we're winning, but we're gonna check out the vegan place first. Back home. Bolusing for these. I got this curried chickpea salad, and usually, or they used to have these in wraps, like gluten-free wraps, which I would get, but then they said that they no longer do the gluten-free wraps, which is super sad. And then I came home, I was like, well, my mom probably has something, but I don't live here anymore, so she doesn't buy the gluten-free wraps anymore. So I'm just gonna eat this with a fork, and it will still be very good, but it's not how I intended this to be. Now, I've only had it in the wraps, which I knew how to bolus for. I've never had it without the wrap. I'm gonna go on a whim and just say that this is like 40 carbs. It's got some cranberries in it, it's got chickpeas in it, apple, and then this, I have had this before, and I've bolused about 35 carbs for it. So we're gonna do 75 for all of this. And I'm overestimating just a little bit, just because oftentimes I underestimate food. So this is probably somewhat even. And then, so I'm gonna give 75 carbs worth, and that's the story, that's the bolus. Also, I did a little bit of this bolus before I drove back, and my sugar, we're 98 going up. I gave myself about half of the bolus as like a pre-bolus. I didn't want to do more than that just because I was coming up from a low and I didn't want to accidentally like drop back down, especially while I was driving, but I did want to get some insulin moving in me because the drive is about 15 minutes. So I've had half of the insulin working for about 15 minutes, and then we're gonna dig in. I really wish I had a tortilla. This is such a bummer. Okay, so I'm going out to the pool and it's about 4:30. My blood sugar is 132. And I wanted to show you these things. They're perfect for putting your pump in or your phone or your phone. That's why I have 2 of them. And they completely seal out the water. So you can be using like wet hands and stuff all over your PDM and nothing will happen to it. Same with the phone. I'll link the product below. I'm gonna go to the pool. I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a drink or something and just go chill out. Just came in from the pool. I was really only out there for like 30, 40 minutes because it's so hot. But my blood sugar is looking good. We are at 109. And I'm going to do a site change, but before that, I'm gonna take a shower. Oh, I can do a naked shower. Yes, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off now. This is a weird angle, sorry. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna go take a naked shower and, well, I saw my decks come on, so not truly naked, but close enough. And then I am going to do the site change. Site change time. I don't really feel like doing this and talking through it or anything. So we're just gonna speed right through this. enjoy some family time and decide what we're gonna have for dinner. Now, unfortunately, for the rest of the night, I really did not record much content. My family and I just sat around the TV, we watched a bunch of movies, we made nachos, we drank some champagne. It was so much fun. I completely guesstimated the bowls for these nachos, but I actually did pretty well because my sugar did stay pretty level for the rest of the night. Anyways, thanks for spending the day with me. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I love you all.